A perfect one-stop solution for your gigging, recording and practice needs. The Marshall DSL20CR. Let's find out. Hello and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen, and it's good to have you along. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. Today we're taking a look at the Marshall DSL20CR. Now I really like the 1 and 5 watt versions of this, so this should be good. It could be that it's an ideal solution if you need one amp to do your practice, band rehearsal, gigging and recording. And it could also be a kind of versatile solution for all kinds of different music. It costs 549 euros here in Europe, which is not terribly much for an amp of a tube amp of this kind, although I know there are way cheaper options out there. So it's 20 watts of valve or tube power. You can get that down to 10 watts, which if you're practicing at home is a nice thing. Now if you live in a block of flats, I know 20 watts, 10 watts will probably be a bit too much if you need power amp breakup. It has 2 channels, classic gain and ultra gain, which you can control with a foot switch. It has a 12-inch Celestion 7080 speaker. I'll be trying it out just as a combo and also with an extension cab. 3-band EQ, presence and resonance knobs, tone shift knob, a reverb, series FX loop and an emulated line out. It comes with the foot switch included, which is nice. I'll be trying it out with my custom Strat, which has a humbucker, a single coil and a stacked humbucker, just to get kind of the best of 3 worlds. Oh, but before we get going, I would like to say that this video is sponsored by the good people over on Patreon who support this channel, because I buy the gear that I review so you get an honest review. And if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description to my Patreon. You get access to my music lessons and a bunch of exclusives. You can even take that stuff for free. You can treat it as a free trial. But above all, a big thank you to all the people who support me over there. Let's start it out in 20 watt mode. So I have a bit of delay in the loop because I like delay. You should be able to see the EQ because I have a second camera filming this. So I have EQ set everything halfway. Turn off the delay. Let's add a bit of reverb. The reverb makes a funny noise. Not sure if you can hear that, but yeah. Let's put it down into 10 watt mode and see what the difference is in terms of volume. That probably won't translate at all to YouTube. But there's a noticeable difference, which is nice. When you open up the volume, it kind of fills out the sound nicely. Let's add a bit of overdrive. Add even more gain. Right, let's switch channels. Let's fiddle with the EQ a bit. Let's see what the treble does all the way down. Middle. Bass. Tone shift. Presence. Resonance. So it makes a bit of a noise when you have the gain on full. The way I would use this probably would be to have a clean sound and on the other channel a crunchy sound and then an overdrive of some sort to push it over the edge. So let's try that. A bit much. So something like that with a reverb and a delay maybe for some stuff. Something like that, which you could then do different styles with. So, yes, back to the other channel, which has a bit of dirt then, and then you could use an overdrive to get a bit more dirt. Okay, so far, impressions. It does seem to be versatile, but I'm not sure about that speaker. The good thing is you could swap that out for something else. Now, let's try what it says, what it does with an external cab. Now the great thing about having a loop is that you can use a volume pedal to decrease the volume when you're doing rhythms and increase the volume when you're doing solos. So something like this probably won't translate to YouTube again. So the way it sounds now, 10 watt mode with just over halfway with the volume, no overdrive, no delay, with an external cab. Another way you might use this is just to max the gain on the gain channel. And use a clean boost. It just adds that tiny bit quite nice. And maybe a third way, max out gain on the clean channel and use again an overdrive to, let's see how it does with the Riverside now, which has quite a lot of gain going. Yeah, so it certainly is versatile. Will you be carrying it to band practice from home or to a gig? No, you will not. If you own a car, it's fine. If you need power amp breakup, it's a bit too loud for home practice. But you can get it down fairly quiet. But it does lose a bit of sound, becomes a bit thin. So no, not the perfect practice and gigging and recording solution. Unless you have an isolated room or you live in a house where you won't disturb the neighbors. So, pros and cons, definitely. Fairly affordable, plenty loud, so you can gig with this. You can hook it up to a cab, which is very nice. And it actually did sound quite nice through the cab, especially I thought with the clean boost in the gain channel and with a big old overdrive into the clean channel. It has built-in reverb, which is nice. The top end, I thought at times was a bit harsh, and the built-in speaker, the 7080, I've had previous experience with it. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's easy enough to swap out for something else. All in all, a solid amp. If you want to check out some cheaper alternatives to this one for practice, there's a video here. Please check out my Patreon. Like I said, you get access to my music lessons and exclusives. There's a link in the description. You can take that stuff for free. I hope to see you in another one. Take care. Bye!